Are you confused because of all the attachments in SCP-SL? Are you getting clapped because the enemy has better attachments than you? Then this guide is perfect for you. Attachments and their bonuses and effects can be incredibly confusing in this game. Unfortunately, there isn't any good guide on the attachments post-Parabellum, so I have decided to do this video. It's compiled of a lot of trial and error over the years, and also some tips from experienced players in game, so rest assured that these attachments will make your life easier. This video was requested, by the way, and I have been wanting to do it myself for quite a while, so let's get into it. Let's start with the Crossvec. You want to equip the JHP magazine since you will be shooting SCPs a lot with the Crossvec, and the AP magazine is really just for armor penetration. You can switch to AP if you know that Chaos spawned, but you generally want to stay on JHP. Then we are gonna equip a laser sight, and you will see the laser sight a lot in this video. That's because you want to use hipfire builds a lot in this game. Hipfiring is just OP, especially because the movement and air strafing in this game are a huge part of combat in this game. You want to hipfire basically with every full auto weapon in this game, and the laser sight makes the hipfire accuracy go up by a lot. You also generally want to use attachments that make your hipfire go up and weight go down, and additionally reduce recoil. Back to the Crossvec. I use a suppressor because it makes bullet accuracy go up, but you are good to go with basically anything on the muzzle. On the sights, we are going to use the iron sights since you really don't need sights to hipfire. Like I said, while using the Crossvec, only hipfire. You will get used to it and you will survive more often. And you only want to use sights on long ranges, and that only ever happens in surface, so basically you never need it. Just equip iron sights. That's basically it for the Crossvec. On the left you see the hip firing without a laser sight, and on the right you see the hip firing with a laser sight. Like I said, it's a massive difference. Now to the FSP-9, aka the MP7, aka the small brother of the Crossvec. With the FSP-9 you want to be as light as possible, since you will get it as a guard, and as a guard you have to run away from SCPs a lot. Pick a suppressor since if you were to shoot something you don't want to alert all the SCPs to your location in heavy containment. Then pick the grip to reduce recoil, and the laser sight to increase hipfire accuracy. You don't want to use a stock, because if you equip both a grip and a stock, the equip time for the gun will be too long. It'll also make you lighter. Like before, don't equip a sight. You will never use this gun in long ranges and you only want to hipfire it. Now to the E11, one of the best guns in the game. You should use a suppressor for bullet accuracy, but anything is fine. Use a small barrel because a long barrel makes your hip firing accuracy go down, and we do not want that. You can use a sight because there might be instances where you use this gun in long ranges, and you might need that little zoom, but you can also use the iron sights. Use the lightweight stock, it makes the gun lighter and increases hipfire accuracy. Use the 40 round FMJ magazine because the drum mags are too heavy and the small AP mags don't have enough rounds in them. What I love about this gun is that you can use a laser sight for hip firing accuracy and use a flashlight at the same time. Since the new lighting update, flashlights have become very important since the facility goes dark more often, and it's a huge disadvantage having to sacrifice the flashlight for a laser sight, and this gun doesn't have that problem. Now to the Russian brother of the E11, the AK. Unequip the stock since it only makes aiming accuracy worse, but makes hip firing accuracy better. Use a suppressor and unequip sights. Use a 30 round AP mag since you are going to fight against humans with armor instead of SCPs most of the time, and if you fight against SCPs the larger dudes are gonna take care of them. No drum mag because you want to be light, but if you cannot resist you can use it. You can also use a stock if you want to, but then you are not that agile, you know. Now to the Revolver. What sight you use is your choice. You can use a sniper rifle build if you want to snipe people in surface, but for facility usage I recommend using iron sights for that slight zoom, as well as a normal grip, long barrel for additional damage, and the 4 round cylinder since it makes your damage also go up. The short barrel makes your hip firing accuracy go up, but since this is a single shot gun, we don't need hip firing accuracy that much. And a bonus tip for the Revolver, you can cock back the hammer by pressing the middle mouse button to shoot instantly when pulling the trigger. This is useful for sniping. The shotgun, oh baby, the shotgun. No doubt my favorite weapon and arguably also the best weapon in the game for short range combat. Use a laser sight for hip firing accuracy, since you won't ever ADS with a shotgun. If you do, you're a monster. That also means iron sights, of course. Also use the double shot system. What it does is that basically the shotgun in this game usually fires in 2-shot bursts, but this attachment just fires both rounds at the same time, dealing enough damage to one-shot any human in this game and to kill SCPs within seconds. It's really overpowered.
His ass is blinded, kill him! Let's go!
You can also use a choke if you want to. It makes your bullets spread more and makes the pattern more consistent, but you can also leave the muzzle blank if you want a more precise feel to the shotgun. There's this YouTuber called Tiny Tony or something, that's an SCP-SL YouTuber. He said that the choke condenses the bullet spread, but that's not true. It's actually the complete opposite. Next up is the COM-15 pistol, which is honestly just preference. Use a long mag, slap on a suppressor, and equip a flashlight. That's my way of doing it, but you can do whatever you want. You won't use this pistol that much anyway, except for killing scientists, I guess. After that, we have the COM-18 pistol, which has the coolest inspect animation in the game. Use an extended barrel on it since it deals more damage, and fun fact, pre-Parabellum update, if you equipped an extended barrel on the COM-18 it one-shotted humans, so we would always find it and basically turn it into a deagle. It was a really cool time. This gun was fresh, man. Back to now, rest of the things are honestly your preference, except for the magazine. You should use a 21 rounds AP magazine since it has armor piercing rounds, which you need to defend yourself against guards efficiently. aka kill them if you want to. You won't ever fight an SCP with this pistol, so you really want to do it efficient against humans. Last but not least, we have the SCP Killer Logicer. Again, it's your preference for this gun. I would recommend using the grip at least to make your recoil go down, because this gun has a bunch of recoil. And that's it. I hope this video clarified the usage of attachments in SCP-SL for you, and I hope it will make your gun handling in game a lot better. I also want to thank you for the immense support in my last video. I would have never imagined an SCP-SL video blowing up that much on my channel, so I cannot thank you enough. Feel free to subscribe to see more SCP-SL content, be it tutorials or simply fun videos, and I'll see you in my next video.
Oh, what the fuck is that unnecessary?
Oh! How the fuck did you miss that?